crazy. I think I've just found my new favourite pork roll in Sydney. Best Banh Mi in Sydney series, episode 3. So today we're driving up to Top Ryde to visit Top Ryde Baker House. I've heard whispers that this very well could be the best banh mi in Sydney of all time, and look, I don't really drive up there for banh mi because there's so many banh mi options around here, 5-10 minutes from where I live, so I never really feel the need to go up there. So this will be my first time trying it. I'm very excited. If you've enjoyed the series so far, let me know by leaving a like down the bottom. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't before. It really means the world to me that you guys are supporting me on this journey, following me on my food journey, going out there and supporting the places that I recommend because they're really that good.
We have the bakery, I think since 1997. We opened this Top Ryde shopping center 10 years ago. We have a family business which is run by my husband, myself, my niece Kim, my son named Richard, my cousin named Nee, and my daughter is Melissa. We are actually Cambodia. We do a lot of long hours to have the business so successful until today. I think the main ingredient in banh mi, for my opinion, is 5 elements. The first element is the roll. The roll is supposed to be nice and crispy, not too heavy, not too light. When you bite into it, it has that crack sound that makes the roll is so nice. Secondly is the pate. The pate we use is chicken liver, which is very strong flavor if you don't cover up a lot of flavors in there. And the thirdly is the mayo that we put in there. They have to come together with the pate. I normally tell customer pate and mayo just like boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. The fourth is the soy sauce, which we make our own self as well. The fifth one is so important in any business, it's customer service. We love to serve customer with smile. You know, that's our goal. One of the questions that customer asks us, which one is your favorite? That's something that we cannot tell. We normally, if a new customer coming in, we let them food tasting. They make their own choice. We normally call the top 3. The classic pork roll, the Chinese barbecue pork, and the king of the roll, which is we call pork crackling. Because Rhino, he loved that roll. So I call them the king of the roll because he's the king of the sweet. So I call them the king of the roll. We're so lucky until this day that due to coronavirus, we have a lot of customers come and support us, which is really help us for our business to stand until today. Customers just love it. They tell each other's friend tells friend tells friend. That's how a lot of people know our roll. People say, oh, you got the best banh mi in Sydney. I say, we never claim the best banh mi. We just want to make our roll with love. Thank you to all the customers that all supporting me all this year. Without all my loyal customers, we wouldn't be here today. Sincerely thank you from the bottom of our hearts, especially from Top Ryde Baker House staff and family. All of us would like to say thank you. ขอบคุณ ขอบคุณค่ะกำมึงชื่อสินี So this is char grilled pork chop. Yep. And that's char siu roll, which everything is made in the house. Yeah.
Chatasha is really good. But my best friend's all Vietnamese.
Alright guys, so we found a place to eat and I just found out the craziest thing. So we had a bit of a chat about our families and where we came from and all of that. And it turns out that they actually live very close to where I live, and they actually shop at my dad's grocery shop in Bonnyrigg. So all the veggies that they get and they place into their banh mi bread rolls are actually from my dad's grocery shop, and it's the craziest thing because like who knew, like what a coincidence, seriously. They gave us a total of 4 pork rolls to try. We have their crackling pork roll, we have their char siu pork roll, we have the lemongrass beef roll. And the lemongrass beef roll is actually like a more Cambodian style because of their Cambodian heritage. So this is one that you don't regularly find at Vietnamese bakeries. And we have their classic pork roll. I'm really, really excited to try it. Watching them make it, they really stack that pork roll. And just full of meat, full of salad. They put a lot of emphasis on how good their pate and mayo are, so I'm really excited to try it. First one I'm going to try is their classic pork roll. That's a good pork roll. I'm tasting freshness from their salad. I'm tasting, a whole bunch of nice neat flavors. The pate is really good. I really like it. You can see all the elements of a good pork roll. You can see the carrot, the cucumber, the radish, coriander. They even have spring onion, proper fair amount of pate, fair amount of mayo. Now I'm really, really excited to try out these different styles of pork rolls. We're going to start off with the crackling pork roll. Alright, I'm calling it now. In Sydney you'll find a couple different crispy skin pork rolls. You won't find a better one than this one. This one is incredible. This one's crazy delicious. The meat's so soft and tender, but they use a heap of mayo and flavouring as well. Just the sauces, such an amazing marinade on the crispy pork roll. And the skin's crispy, but it all works really well. I really like this. The thing that I love about this place is they had a little extra element that not many bakeries add. Crispy onion, which gives it a bit of a crunchy element and a crunchy texture, and it really adds to the fun and flavour of eating these pork rolls. The pork belly that they use for their pork roll has the perfect amount of fat and perfect amount of meat. Every piece is on point, man. And the crispy shallots, they just add to the crunch factor. So you have the crunch factor from the skin of the crispy pork. You also have the crunch factor coming from the fried onions as well. It's just party in my mouth. Oh. I want to give a shout out to Duncan Liu from Melbourne, Flavour Town. Thanks for coining that term, Duncan, on the Plate of Origin TV show. Loved watching you. I feel like I'm just pumping out the pork rolls because they gave us so many to try out, so shout out to them. So generous. The next one I'm trying is the char siu roll. If you don't know what char siu is, it's like a honey glazed pork. You know when you go to those Chinese barbecue shops and you see that red meat hanging off the window with the red sauce, the red flavouring? That's char siu. Alright, let's have a try. Crazy. Oh my god. Okay, that stuff is amazing. That stuff is ridiculously tasty. That char siu, there are a lot of places that you can get char siu around Sydney. That might be one of the best char sius that you can find in Sydney, let alone the pork roll. It's so soft, it's tender. The last place I had char siu as good as that was Hong Kong and Singapore. I haven't had char siu as good as that in Sydney yet. That's amazing. That was ridiculously delicious. Soft, tender meat, so juicy, so succulent. Beautiful sauce, beautiful marinade. It's the softest meat I've ever had in a pork roll, hands down. This char siu pork roll is making me feel some type of way, man. I think I've just found my new favourite pork roll in Sydney. The mayo here is on point. Every bite I take, you can taste like a big load of mayo, and it's delicious. I love mayo, so that's a really good thing for me. Man, just look at the juices falling down from the bottom of this. Whoa. I've never eaten 3 pork rolls at once before. This is crazy. 4. I'm in 4. I've never eaten pulled pork, but I'm not gonna finish this. Wow. Every bite of that char siu is crazy. I can't believe they make it in-house. The last one we're gonna try is a lemongrass beef roll. So the lemongrass beef, usually you'd find this more in Cambodian cuisine, more than Vietnamese cuisine. And you know, they're of Cambodian heritage as well. Where you'd find lemongrass beef, you'll find it a lot in Cambodian house parties. It's one of the things they cook, they barbecue it on skewers and then they serve it with salad. So it's really cool to see this in a banh mi form. The other place that I normally get lemongrass beef is when I go to the temple, so the Cambodian temple in Cambodian New Year, and then you can actually see them grilling these skewers on charcoal. And that's about it really, like I don't eat it very often, so the fact that you can find it, it's crazy. That's yum. That's so yum. When you look at the beef inside the roll, you can see bits of the lemongrass. You can see the sauciness that's covering the entire meat. They know how to cook. And I was having a chat to Kim in there. All of their recipes for their meat are derived from home cooking, home style cooking, food that they will cook for their family, and they've brought it out to put it into pork rolls. And that's why they've blown up in popularity lately. For good reason. These rolls that I've tried, they're amazing, they're so good. You guys need to come out and try this. It's crazy, man, it's crazy out here. I'm in love. I'm just gonna eat the pork rolls now. All of those rolls were amazing. My favorite's probably got to be the char siu pork roll. That stuff is crazy. The crispy pork one is amazing as well. The lemongrass beef was like nothing I've tried before. The classic pork roll is always a staple, always good. That char siu pork roll, right now my #1 in pork rolls in Sydney. It's amazing. You have to come and try this pork roll. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to come and try this. Thank you to Auntie and Kim and the staff here. It's lovely meeting you guys. If you do come out and try Top Ryde Baker House, let me know what you think in the comments below. I guarantee you'll have a good time and this will be some amazing food. If you want to join me on more of my food adventures, click the subscribe button down below. Leave a like on the video. I'm hoping to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it.